Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to this crypto educational series put on by BlockHash, exploring the blockchain, the BlockHash podcast by myself, where we're going to be talking about different cryptocurrencies, the top cryptocurrencies in the market right now, and where they stand going into 2023. Again, this is not going to be any kind of financial advice, so please do not take it as financial advice. Do not trade based on this. This is my opinion alone. Do your own due diligence. This is educational. That's it. Zip, zap, nada. Anyways, make sure to like, comment down below your thoughts, share your opinions, and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. Today, we're talking about Filecoin. All right, so for Filecoin, I'm going to give you guys, again, an overview. So for those that don't know much about Filecoin, it is a decentralized storage network that allows users to store, retrieve, and share data in a secure and efficient manner. It is ran by Protocol Labs on top of IPFS. It aims to provide a decentralized alternative to traditional cloud storage solutions by leveraging blockchain technology to incentivize users to provide storage space on their devices in exchange for file tokens. This incentivization mechanism ensures the network has sufficient storage capacity and creates a marketplace for storage providers and users. Filecoin uses a unique proof of replication and proof of space-time consensus mechanism which verifies that data is actually being stored on the network and is accessible over time. Filecoin seeks to revolutionize the way we store and manage data, providing a more secure and cost-effective solution for users around the world. They're backed by big names, Sequoia Capital, Andreessen Horowitz, and Union Square Ventures, and by myself because I invested into the SAFT back in like 2018, like a lot of people did. So been personally invested in Filecoin for a while. I know a lot of people have as well. This is a very interesting project. Now, a lot of people get hung up on the tokenomics of Filecoin, but in reality, it only plays a small factor. What matters is the insane amount of volume that is flooding into Filecoin's network and its use case as a decentralized storage provider. What you have to understand is that when Filecoin first came out and it ran from like $20 or something after its SAFT and ran up to like 200 plus, it was getting a couple million in transaction volume per exchange, maybe in a day. Right now it's getting like 20, 30, 40 million, 50 million. The volume is just incredible. And to break down, how Filecoin works as a network it's like cloud storage with Google, like Google, whatever you fucking call it these days, the Google Drive, or with Dropbox, or Microsoft's, is it Azure? Whatever. Anyways, you pay like good amounts. Like I pay Dropbox like $120, $130 a year for 2 terabytes. And I rely on them to secure my information, to make it seamless so I can have it on all my devices. And what Filecoin's offering is cheaper, faster, more secure for anybody, anywhere in the world. And anyone can participate in that. If you have hard drive space at home, you can contribute that to the network and you can make money. You can earn Filecoin. So instead of contributing computing power, contribute your hardware, contribute your storage space. It's a very inclusive project and protocol. Use cases for Filecoin are much greater than you might expect, whether it's serving as backend for websites, for video or video platforms or video storage, podcasting data, like the BlockHash podcast, security archives, contract data, personal files, corporate files, government files, app data, public data sets. There's so much information out there, so much data that it needs to be in a decentralized system. It needs to be secure, and Filecoin offers one of the best solutions. And Sia, for a long time, Sia Coin, storage, there's library, there's been a lot of competitors, but Filecoin seems to really be the one dominating this niche in the market. And that has, again, lended very well to it since the beginning of the year. So since January 1st up until about February 19th, it has grown 213%. 213% in a month and a half worth of time. That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. And the volume is at, again, all-time highs for Filecoin leading into the virtual machine launch, which is coming up. And I think that's what's spiking this volume and what's driving this price action. And this is going to bottom relatively soon. It has to, because Pi Day is coming up, and 3/14 is the launch of the FVM, which is what we're going to talk about. This is significant. Everything Filecoin has been working on since its inception has led up to launching the virtual machine, essentially. And this allows them to integrate those smart contracts and to create applications on top of the platform. So Filecoin goes from layer 0 essentially to a full-fledged layer 1 blockchain. It's huge. It's huge. It's going to draw so many developers and so much money into the network. So I'm going to give you an overview. So this is Filecoin version 16 network upgrade, which was the first milestone for the Filecoin virtual machine. And the process was completed, and builders were able to compute and analyze data on Filecoin. So FEVM is essentially storage, provable storage, plus smart contracts now. So FVM will enable you to deploy your own smart contracts, or actors as they are known in the Filecoin ecosystem, that perform on-chain computation over state data in the Filecoin network. This is really powerful, allowing users to program on-chain computation over provable distributed storage will enable many downstream use cases and applications to emerge both on and off-chain. So like I mentioned, think of this functionality as being Filecoin's layer 0 architecture, and the ability to perform these on-chain computations, the smart contracts, now being a layer 1 capability for the whole Filecoin stack. You can check this out on the website. It's very detailed, and that is the end of the FVM roadmap. Like, we're here. I don't think anyone realizes it. They've been working on this for a long time now. And the Filecoin virtual machine, FVM, FEVM, goes live on mainnet Pi Day, March 14th, in like a week and a half, something like that. It's coming. That's why we've seen the volume and price action. And then mid-year, we're going to see developers being able to deploy custom smart contracts in Rust, Assembly, Go, with the WASM bytecode. Late 2023 will be the last addition to this, where they further increment the protocol to enhance the programmability. What's next? It's up to the imagination. That's it. When you're at the end of a roadmap, you're complete. Like, Filecoin is going to continue with their roadmap, indefinitely, but the virtual machine for Filecoin is done. Unless there's something they want to change or upgrade, that's the end of the roadmap. And I expect that to weigh very heavily as it officially goes live on mainnet, and these developers come pouring into the ecosystem and the use cases and the volume. Like, look what's happened with, again, HBAR and Hedera Hashgraph and their ecosystem, having all these applications now running on the platform, giving people optionality. That's going to happen on Filecoin as well, and you're going to see a massive surge. Now, Filecoin, I wish they communicated more some of the news. They do a lot of things internally, and they're pretty quiet. But to give you kind of an idea of some things they're working on is, obviously Pi Day is coming up for the FVM launch. They have partnerships with people like Lomads for operational and finance management, for Web3 organizations, integrating with Filecoin and IPFS. Starling Lab using Filecoin for archiving war crime evidence. Like, there's a lot of little stuff like this that comes out, but a lot of the big news, I think, is kept tight-lipped and sealed. And I think after the EVM launches, they're not going to be able to hold that back. When you're developing DeFi applications, potential NFT applications, gaming applications, storage is the back end for the whole internet. There could be applications for nearly anything. So I expect after March, those will start reeling in like crazy, and that news cycle is going to pick up right before summertime. And as a result of that, so will the price. So again, not financial advice. This is my opinion. So do your own due diligence on this. But I do think by the end of the year, we will get back to that original $20, $25 mark that it opened with. You could say it opened up here at like $100-something, but reality, after the SAFT opened up and they launched the Filecoin token on the marketplace, it was averaging about $20, $25, $30 until it finally exploded in price and went to about 40. So I think look again at the very bottom on the right side, all this volume coming in, hundreds of millions just pouring in, and it's nothing compared to when it shot up to $200, $250, whatever it was. So having the virtual machine coming out March 14th, millions and millions in dollars, all-time volume highs, end of the roadmap for FVM, and key partnerships and integrations that I think are going to take place very quickly. This is going to be very interesting for Google, Microsoft, IBM, very large companies to want to check out. So I think the partnerships will come flying in. $25 should be easy in 2023, if not sooner. This is my mark. Now, 2024, I think, is the year that we get back to $100. Now, this could be the beginning of 2024, the end of 2024. I don't know, but I do think in 2024, with the Bitcoin halving and the bull market back in swing, $100 is where we will be breaking again. And then after that, 2025 is the most exciting year, because I think in the middle of that bull cycle, Filecoin should be able to make not just all-time highs, but crazy highs, because with the virtual machine launch and the number of applications and transactions that will draw into the network, there's no reason it shouldn't break the 250 level again and go to a much higher number. So by 2025, next couple of years, 300, it's got to hit it minimum. You can't have that much money and volume on a network and not have, a revaluation in price that makes sense. So that's my spiel on Filecoin. I'm very excited about it. I hope you guys are too. Please comment down below what your opinions are. Would love to know if you're seeing something with Filecoin, with the FVM mainnet launch, what your opinions are. And subscribe as well. We'll do this as often as we can, and talk to you guys soon.